Hey everyone, I am here with an exciting review. I was sent some brushes from Furless. They are 100% cruelty-free, vegan, everything awesome. I just wanted to put the disclaimer out there immediately that they were sent to me. But as always, my opinions are 100% my own, so I will be honest with you about what I think about the brushes. And they also provided some brushes for me to give away, so stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how to enter. I do have my friend Cassie in the room. Say hi. Hi. And I don't normally have someone in the room, so if I look over or I'm snickering or just being really immature, that's probably why. So as stated, the company is 100% cruelty free, which I love, and once I received the brushes, I was very, very excited about the quality of them. They are very soft, but they work well. The set that they sent me is the Black Beauty Professional set, and it comes in this nice sleek case. It is not real leather, and the brushes look like this. They're dirty because I use them, but that proves that I use them. The only one that's not super used is this beauty right here, but the rest of these are used, and I will go ahead and start out talking about these three, and then I'll move on to eyes. The first brush is the MF1. This is the multi-purpose powder brush, so you can use it to do your powder foundation or blush or whatever powder you so choose. I have been using it for my blush. I don't really care for it for the powder unless I'm using like a finishing powder. This works really well. So it is nice and soft, and it is very fluffy, and so when applying blush I get like a nice, it spreads it out pretty nicely, and it's not so big that I feel like it just spreads to too much of my face. But as far as like when I put on my Honeybee Gardens powder, I don't use it for that. It's just not concentrated enough to really get that on for me personally. But if I'm going, I don't use setting powders all the time, but when I do, like, this gives a nice dusting of that. I do really like this brush. Like I said, I use it for my blush, and this has become a new favorite. So what I was using before this brush was the Powder Blush Brush F10 by Sigma, which is like this. And then this one, in comparison, you can tell it's a lot rounder. It is bigger, but it is a lot softer. And the rounded top, I feel, just like helps give me a better look when I'm applying my blush. I don't mind, like, I still like the Sigma brush, but I've been liking this one better. The next brush is the Angled Contour Brush. This one I'm just really excited about. I normally use the tapered highlighter, the F35, and instead of using it as like the highlight blush, I would use it for my bronzer to really get into there, and then I would just blend it out, and it works. There's nothing wrong with it, but this is better. Like, I have been using this ever since I got it. It really gets in there. The angle just kind of helps with the application. I get it onto my chin and, you know, down my neck, and it's small enough that it really just gets into where it goes. And sometimes I can even just kind of like with the tip just like dust my nose a little bit. I don't use it for like serious contouring in the nose area, but I will kind of dust it on there to give myself a glow. This brush is really nice. The next brush is the multi-purpose blending brush. This is the MF2. This one I did not reach for very much, to be honest with you, and you can see like what the true color of the tip should be. It's like a mint, yeah, like a minty color. And I used like some on this side to apply some highlighter. As far as foundation, I really didn't get a lot of use out of this. I do use powder during the summer, and then I'm using the Josie Maran True Matchmaker formula, and I like to apply that with my hands. I did try to apply that with this brush, and it did not work for me well at all. But I'm still trying to figure out what I would love it for. People have been saying that they really like it for highlighting. I used it for some highlighting on my cheekbones, and it worked fine. It wasn't horrible. It just, I wasn't drawn to picking it up every time I put on makeup. But a lot of people seem to really love it, so I wouldn't discount this, especially if you are someone that does a lot of different things under the eye area. I'm not a pro at like doing the whole highlighting process. It is very soft, I will give it that, and it's very, very dense, so I can see why this would be a really great brush. It just wasn't something that that I was using a lot, but I am going to continue to try and put this to use because I do really, really like how soft it is. Now on to eye brushes. The first brush is actually the standout of the eye brushes, and it was the one brush that I looked at and was like, ugh, like I was not excited about it, because in the past I had a brush similar to it. It was from a different brand, but I just never, like I tried to use it, I did not like it, and it just, I don't even know where it is to show you to compare with it, but I did not like it at all. Is the Angled Eye Kabuki brush. As you can see, it is angled, hence the name, but it is very soft just like the other brushes, and it's very dense. It's meant for the eyelid, but I have been using it for the under eye, like concealing or correcting area. I have been using my Pixie correction under my eye, and it's small enough that it really fits perfectly right under the eye, and I stipple on the product, and then I will go into the inner corner in there, and then a lot of times I'll just kind of place some color onto this, or it's not really a color, but you know what I'm saying, the correction, in order to just get like an even tone before I apply my makeup. It is perfect for this area. I will bring it down just a little bit, and it blends out really easily. I was really, really surprised by this brush. When I saw it in the bag, I was just kind of like, oh. Use, oh, please.
What's wrong?
My leg is asleep. Wake up. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I can't feel it. I hate that you can't feel it, but then you feel a lot of feelings too at the same time. Oh, don't sit with your legs crossed on a chair, peoples. The next brush is just a regular eyeshadow brush. It is the ME5. It looks just like any regular brush. It's not super thin. It does have some thickness to it, but it picks up product pretty well. I was surprised. I actually used this to apply loose pigment eyeshadow because I haven't pressed them yet, and I do want to press them, but I have used it with both pressed and loose, and it worked really surprisingly well with the loose. I found that with my pressed eyeshadows, I had to kind of work the brush in there to get as much product on there. It's not a big deal, but just as a note, with the loose eyeshadow, I just had to barely like put some in the lid of the jar and then get it on there, and I got all the product that I wanted and more. And then I also used it to, I placed my like base eyeshadow on the eyelid, and then I used the crease brush, which I will show you, in the crease, and then I used the other side that I didn't use for my eyeshadow for the highlight color. And then once I like placed the highlight on there, I just kind of turned it sideways, and it blended out really well. It didn't like take off all the stuff that I had just placed, but it just married the colors together really nicely. So this is a really nice brush to have. The next brush is the small domed crease blending brush. It is the ME3. It looks like this. It looks like this. Doesn't look super different. The brush that I normally use in my crease is the Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45, and so it is tapered, so you can see that it tapers in. But so here's the difference. This one is a lot more fluffy. This one took a little bit of getting used to. I do like brushes that are kind of like shorter. I just feel like I can apply things easier. This one is a little bit longer from the tip. What I had to get used to, I think, is that it is smaller, but you can really get it into your crease, and if you want to do work on your like outer V of the eye, that worked pretty well. It's more precise, I think, and then just depending on the type of eye look is if whether or not I'll switch back to this one, it does take up more space on the eye. So if I like don't really care, if I'm really getting into the crease, then I'll use that one. But this one is working pretty well. The next brush is the angled liner brush. This is the ME2. I really like brushes like this. I've showed other ones where I have used them. I have like the Sigma one is my favorite for putting eyeshadow or powder or some sort of color onto my eyebrows. That one works really well. This one works really well as the eyeliner itself. I have always just liked the angled brushes. I feel like I can really get in there. So because like when you use the point down on this end, it gets into the corners without creating like a thick line. And then when I get to the end, I flip it over so that the angle's facing this way and I can get like a nice angle like that. So this one I really, really like. It picks up the product well and it puts it on well. Okay, this last brush is the Precision Eyeliner brush. It is the ME4. It has quite a long tip. To be honest with you, this is my least favorite brush of all of them. I don't like it for doing eyeliner. I mean, it puts it on there, but I have a harder time actually getting the look that I want. I much prefer the angled liner brush to this precision brush. It just, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Other people seem to like this brush. It's just, it's not working the same for me. I'll still play with it, but it's just not my fave. So out of this whole kit though, I don't know which one I would choose. Like these are my two favorite brushes, the angled contour and then the domed kabuki or whatever you call it, the kabuki brush. Yeah, whatever. These two brushes are the best. So the kit in itself I feel is really worth it. If there's one brush, maybe two because of this brush, like but it's not bad. I want to learn to love this brush, but the small eyeliner brush, I'm just like, meh. But the rest of them, the eyeshadow brushes, the blending brush, the face brush, all those are great. So those are the brushes for the Black Beauty brush set. The giveaway is for their mini bamboo brush set, and it comes in this little black bag. It snaps shut. It has a zipper on the side. You can put, I don't know, your little makeups, your little brushes, or whatever you feel like you want there. And it just has a flap, and these are the brushes. It comes with 6 tools. I actually, when I saw these, I really, really wanted them. I'm not going to take them out of the plastic, but they look like this. They look super, super soft. Like I've really had to fight off touching them, but I want to keep them sanitary. But it comes with eyeshadow brush, angled eyeshadow brush, a pencil brush, a blending brush, and it comes with a spoolie, and then you have your face brushes. So just to make sure I give you all the right info, it is a powder blush, a blush brush, a large eyeshadow brush, small eyeshadow brush, crease brush, angled liner brush, and a lash and brow groomer. This has really good reviews. It's one of their best sellers, and it is up for a giveaway. So all you have to do to enter the giveaway is to be a subscriber on my channel, of course, and then down below tell me what brush or set of any of the Furless line would you like to try in the future. Just leave that down in a comment below. Please enter once, keep it fair, and once the giveaway is over, I will put the winner in the comment section of this video, so please make sure that you check back. I will put the end date of the giveaway in the description bar, and good luck. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye. And then you let it dry out. You can put it in a salt shaker.
That's freaking disgusting. You know why? Because you actually thought about that.
Oh, the things I think about are just, yeah. I don't share half of my thoughts with the world.